Hi students, in this video you'll learn how to use algebra tiles to solve algebraic expressions. The first thing you want to do is to type in this URL link, mathspot.com/manipulatives/tiles. You can also find this on the Guide to Core Math 2 spreadsheet. Next thing we want to do is make sure we highlight colors, labels, and then change the variables to 2 variables. Okay, and I'm going to click on text box so that I can type in the problem. So the first problem we have is x plus 3 plus 5y plus 2x plus 1. We're going to build that. Notice how these are all positive variables and numbers. So we are going to use all the tiles on the left hand side since they're positive. All the tiles on the right hand side are negative. So x, let me grab an x piece, plus 3, so 1, 2, 3, plus 5y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 2x, plus 1. Okay, so that's the problem right there. X plus 3 plus 5y plus 2x plus 1. Now we want to combine like terms, so anything that looks alike, we combine them. We have 1, 2, 3 x's plus 1, 2, 3, 4 1's plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y's. So our final answer simplified is 3x plus 4y plus, so our final answer simplified is 3x plus 4 plus 5y. Now we're going to try another problem. So I'm going to tidy up. And here's the next problem. 10j plus 3 minus 9j. So the first thing I need to do is recognize that there are no variables called j on either side of the algebra tiles. So I'm going to rename this as j under variables, and you'll see that it's called j now. So let's build 10j's. 1j, 2, 3, 4, 5j's, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 j's. And then we need 3 positive ones. So 1, 2, 3. And then we need to build negative 9 j's. So here's negative 1j, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9 j's. When you simplify that, you'll recognize that we can cross out the pairs to make it equal to 0. So this j, positive j and negative j make 0. This j, positive j and negative j make 0, and so forth. So they all cancel out to make zeros, and then we're left with 1j plus 3. And 1j plus 3 can be rewritten as j plus 3. It means 1j still. So once again, we built 10j's plus 3 minus 9j, and when you make 0 pairs, we're left with only 1j left over and 3 1's. So the answer is j plus 3. Let's try another problem. 3x minus 4 plus 7y minus 5x minus 3y. And what is that equal to? So let's build it first. I'm going to change my variable back to x. And I need 3 x's. So 1x, 2x, 3x. Then I'm going to need 4 negative 1's. So let's build that. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Then 7 y's. So 7 y's over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need 5 x's that are negative 5x. So I'll stack it right underneath the x. It's very important that you're stacking right underneath the same variable so that you can combine like terms. So negative 1x, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5 x's, and then negative 3y. So grab my y's and build negative 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. When we combine like terms, so we combine the x's, we're left with negative 2x, because the 3 positive x's and the 3 negative x's make 0, and you're left with 2 negative x's, minus 4 ones, and then the 3 positive y's and the 3 negative y's make 0, and you're left with 4 y's, so plus 4y. So once again, our answer is negative 2x minus 4 plus 4y after we combined like terms and simplified the expression. Let's try a more challenging problem. 3p plus 9 minus p plus 9. Change my variable to p. Whenever we have parentheses and there's a negative in front of the parentheses, we need to use the distributive property. So we need to distribute the negative to the p and the negative to the 9. If we rewrite this problem, we are going to get 3p plus 9, and then negative times p gives us negative p, so minus p, and negative times positive 9 is negative 9, so minus 9. So our new expression is 3p plus 9 minus p minus 9. So let's build that. 3p, 1, 2, 3, 9 ones, so plus 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus p, so I need a negative p, and then minus 9, so negative 1, 9 times. Okay, and when we simplify it, we know that all the ones pair up to equal to 0, so we have no ones left over. And then the p's, one of the positive p's and negative p's make 0, and then we have 2 p's left over. So the final answer for this problem is going to be just 2p, because that's the only thing left over at the end of the expression. And now we're going to do one last example. Negative 10 parentheses 8 plus negative 7g plus negative 2. So let's change my variable to g this time. And remember, whenever we have parentheses, we need to use the distributive property. So negative 10 times 8 is going to give us negative 80. Negative 10 times negative 7g is going to give us positive 70g, because 2 negatives make a positive, and then plus negative 2 is going to be minus 2. So now we want to build that. Negative 80 plus 70g minus 2. Now, we don't want to click on negative 1 80 times. That's just way too much. Okay, it's going to take a long time to do negative 80. So let's tidy up and let's find a more effective way of doing that. We're going to call one of 10g and the other one call it 10. So we're going to skip by 10s basically. Okay. So let's build the negative 80 first. So we're going to use the negative 10 and we're going to build 8 of them. Negative 20, negative 30, negative 40, 50, negative 60, negative 70, negative 80. And then we need 70g. So we're going to take the 10g and make 7 of them. 10 G, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70g. And then the minus 2. So 1, 2. And you'll notice that right now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70g. And then 10, negative 10, negative 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, negative 81, and negative 82. So our final answer, after we simplify our original expression, is going to be 70g minus 82. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come after school or ask questions for help. Take care and have a nice day.